The early 19th century was a time of profound change in the United States, a period that would lay the foundation for the modern nation we know today. The nation was swept up in a whirlwind of innovation and expansion, transforming the very fabric of American society. Historians call this period the Market Revolution, a term that encapsulates the sweeping economic transformations of the era. It marked a dramatic shift from a local, subsistence-based economy to a more interconnected, market-oriented one, where goods and services flowed more freely across regions. The traditional ways of life were being challenged as people adapted to new economic realities and opportunities. New technologies, industries and transportation systems were emerging at a rapid pace, revolutionizing how people worked and lived. Before the market revolution, most Americans lived in rural areas, leading lives that were largely self-sufficient. They farmed for their own needs and relied on local trade for essential goods, creating tight-knit communities with limited external interactions. The market revolution changed all of this, ushering in an era of economic transformation that touched every aspect of American life. New technologies like the cotton gin revolutionized agriculture, making it more efficient and profitable. And improved transportation systems like canals facilitated the movement of goods and people, linking previously isolated regions. Railroads in particular connected distant markets, making it possible to transport goods over long distances quickly and efficiently. This allowed for the production and distribution of goods on a much larger scale, creating new economic opportunities and challenges. The rise of factories, particularly in the North, led to new forms of labor and production, fundamentally altering the workforce. The Lowell System, for example, employed young women in textile mills, forever changing the nature of work for many Americans and setting a precedent for future labor practices. This shift to a market economy brought about not only economic growth, but also social and political changes that would shape the future of the nation, influencing everything from family dynamics to political ideologies. The market revolution was a period of both progress and upheaval, setting the stage for the industrial powerhouse the United States would become and leaving a lasting legacy on the nation's development. At the heart of the market revolution was the transportation revolution, a period of significant change and innovation. This period saw a dramatic improvement in the nation's infrastructure, making it easier and cheaper to transport goods and people across vast distances. Roads were improved and new waterways were built, connecting previously isolated regions. The most significant of these was the Erie Canal, completed in 1825, which was a monumental achievement of its time. This engineering marvel connected the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean via the Hudson River, creating a vital trade route. It opened up the West to trade and settlement, transforming New York City into a major commercial hub and boosting its economy. The development of railroads in the 1830s and 40s further revolutionized transportation, making travel and trade even more efficient. Railroads were faster and could carry more goods than ever before, significantly reducing travel time. They connected distant parts of the country, facilitating trade and communication on an unprecedented scale. The transportation revolution fueled economic growth by reducing transportation costs and opening up new markets for American goods, leading to a more interconnected and prosperous nation. Alongside the transportation revolution, innovations in communication were equally transformative. The invention of the telegraph by Samuel Morse in 1844 revolutionized long-distance communication.
Before the telegraph, messages could only travel as fast as a horse or a ship. The telegraph allowed for nearly instantaneous communication across vast distances. This new technology had a profound impact on business, government, and everyday life.
News and information could be transmitted quickly, connecting people in ways that were unimaginable just a few years earlier. The telegraph played a crucial role in the Mexican-American War, allowing for rapid communication between the battlefield and Washington, D.C. It was a testament to the power of technology to connect and transform society. Section 5, the Southern Engine Cotton and Westward Expansion. While the North was experiencing rapid industrialization, the South remained largely agricultural, with its economy dominated by cotton production.
The invention of the cotton gin by Eli Whitney in 1793 revolutionized cotton production, making it much easier and more profitable to separate the cotton fibers from the seeds.
This led to a surge in cotton production and a corresponding increase in the demand for enslaved labor.
The expansion of cotton production in the South fueled westward expansion. As planters sought more land to grow cotton, they pushed westward into Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas.
This westward expansion led to the displacement of Native American tribes and increased tensions over the expansion of slavery.
Cotton was king, and its reign had profound consequences for the nation.
Section 6. A new economic order: growth and inequality. The market revolution brought about unprecedented economic growth, but it also led to growing inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, as did the gap between the North and the South. The rise of factories created a new class of wealthy industrialists and businessmen, while also giving rise to a growing industrial working class. In the South, the expansion of slavery created a wealthy planter class and further entrenched the institution of slavery. The market revolution created new opportunities for wealth and advancement, but it also exacerbated existing social and economic divisions. This growing inequality would have profound consequences for the nation's future. Section 7. The rise of banks and the panic of 1819. The expansion of the market economy went hand in hand with the growth of banking and finance. Banks played a crucial role in financing new businesses and funding internal improvements like canals and railroads. However, the rapid growth of banking also led to instability and financial crises.
The Panic of 1819 was the first major financial crisis in U.S. history. It was caused by a combination of factors, including over-speculation in Western lands, reckless lending practices by banks, and a decline in cotton prices. The panic led to widespread bank failures, business closures, and unemployment, highlighting the risks and instability associated with the new market economy.
Section 8. A changing society's social and labor impacts. The market revolution had a profound impact on American society, transforming the social fabric of the nation. The rise of factories and wage labor led to the growth of cities and the emergence of a new urban working class. This new working class faced difficult living and working conditions, and their struggles led to the rise of labor movements and calls for reform.
Women, too, experienced significant changes in their lives. While many women found work in factories, they faced low wages and limited opportunities. The market revolution also influenced family structures and gender roles. As work shifted from the home to the factory, the traditional roles of men and women were challenged.
Section 9. Conclusion: a transformative era. The market revolution was a period of transformative change in the United States, spanning the early 19th century. It was a time when the nation began to shift from a predominantly agrarian society to one that was more market-oriented and industrialized. This era marked a significant shift from a local agrarian economy to a more integrated market-oriented one. Small farms and rural communities began to see the influence of larger markets and the rise of industrial towns. New technologies, transportation systems, and industries emerged, connecting distant regions and transforming the lives of millions of Americans. The advent of steam locomotives, railroads, and telegraph machines revolutionized communication and transportation, making it easier to move goods and people across vast distances. The market revolution brought about unprecedented economic growth, but it also led to growing inequality and social unrest. As factories and urban centers grew, so did the divide between the wealthy and the working class, leading to tensions and protests. The changes of this era laid the foundation for the industrial powerhouse the United States would become. However, they also set the stage for many of the social and economic challenges that would continue to shape the nation in the decades to come. The innovations and industrial growth were a double-edged sword, bringing both progress and new issues. The legacy of the market revolution is complex and multifaceted, a testament to the enduring power of innovation and the enduring challenges of social and economic change. It is a period that highlights the dynamic nature of progress and the ongoing struggle to balance growth with equity and justice for all members of society.